calm. And once again, lots of excitement building here in the studio because this morning we are being joined by Merched Amor. Bore da to you all.
Bore da.
Bore da.
Morning.
Having Almost There, which we played for Bant Scriven, seems very fitting to have that tune here. Almost There. Today is September the 12th, which means that it's exactly 3 months until you set off on the Atlantic to take on the world's toughest row. Denise, how does that feel?
It's so exciting. We're absolutely thrilled to be at this point. You know, it's never a given that you're even going to get to the start line. So, you know, we've worked so hard for so long, and it's within touching distance. It's so exciting now.
We're just talking to Liz off air. 3 months, it's a weird time scale because you think, oh gosh, it's only 3 months away. But also, well, that also means but there's still a lot of life to live between now and then. Liz, how are you feeling over these next course of, because if I put it into weeks, it's what, 4, 8, 12, less than like 16 weeks now.
Yeah, it's not long to go. So our biggest milestone at the moment is sending Cariad on her way. So we take her up to Essex this weekend. So give us a wave if you see us on the road on Sunday. So we've got our electric course that we're doing up with the boat builders as well. So this is kind of our final training, if you like, to make sure that we can fix any problems. And then we come home, and now it's just real focus on making sure our bodies are in top condition then. So when we arrive at the start line, we are ready to go.
No pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know, once Cariad is on her way, where does that leave you in the next 3 months in the training process then?
Well, there'll be a lot of time on the rowing machine, which there already is. Some long boring stretches on the rowing machine.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just thinking once the boat's gone, I'll be able to try and tie up all the loose ends of my life and work life. Sorted out, and there's lists for Christmas presents for family that have got to be sorted out before we go. So there's quite a lot of life to do before we go.
That's a good point, actually. The time that you're going, that 12th of December, it's at quite a pivotal moment for a lot of people's lives and looking forward to that festive period. And you're going to be spending that time together. Helen, how have you prepared for that aspect? We'll come back to the physical conditioning in the rowing machine in a second. But how have you prepared for we're going to be spending December, just the four of us?
Yeah, I think Christmas is a lot nicer to talk about than erging. There's no doubt about that. We're prepared for having Christmas out at sea. For me, I'm really excited because I love the thought of being warm in the sunshine, having blue skies and blue seas around me. We're going to decorate the boat, obviously. We're going to have some Christmas songs. Not sure we're going to manage the turkey dinner. I think we'll have to look for some alternative there. But I understand that one of our crew members has got a bit of damson gin brewing as well. So that'll be a nice little treat, I think, on Christmas Day. But, you know, we'll be able to contact our families if we wish to on Christmas Day and just sort of wish them a Merry Christmas and, you know, tell them we're missing them because we will be. You know, it's such an emotive time of year, isn't it? But we'll be together, the four of us, and there'll be lots of fun, I'm sure.
Hopefully still speaking.
Hopefully still speaking, yeah.
By that point, a fortnight into rowing pretty much non-stop in your different crews. Helen, back to you then. We had Hayley on last night, actually. I know you've worked with on Healthy Minds, Better Lives. What advice has she given about being out at sea? Like, you are a needle in a haystack, essentially. Helen, how are you preparing yourself for those potential feelings of isolation that you may have?
Well, Hayley's worked with us for the 3 years, and she's done an amazing job, actually. And we've done quite a bit of thinking around each of our personalities and what we may need when we're really struggling, and supporting each other with that, and also trying to overcome some of our own I won't call them shortcomings, but our own personality traits that we've each individually worked on. But I don't think we're definitely not going to be alone. The four of us are a tight crew, And I think that's going to be really lovely, actually. The only time there's a bit of isolation and it's well needed is when you get into the cabin on your own. And that's a really lovely space as well. We've got our final session with Hayley in a couple of weeks' time. So that'll be quite interesting. We're going to tie up all the work that she's done with us. So we're really looking forward to that.
That would be great. The aspect of training that people overlook, the mental fortitude to go along with it. The physical fortitude then, Denise, you've been having your time out in the boat. What was the longest stretch you ended up doing in the boat?
4 days was the longest we did at one time. So 3 nights on board, which doesn't sound in the big scheme of things, considering we're going to be at sea for 6 weeks, actually very long. But it's long enough to kind of practice those shift changes and to understand what it feels to get really tired on the oars. To get up at 3 a.m. for that shift, and we've got a little phrase, get up and get on, and that's Helen's little mantra, isn't it, Hels? And
what I want on my graves, got up and got on.
Yeah. So it's just having that mindset that things are going to hurt and you're going to be tired and you're not going to want to get up for those shifts, but just practicing kind of being comfortable, being uncomfortable, really.
Yeah.
How long are those shifts then that you've got to do?
They're 2 hours. So 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 24 hours a day. So each of us will row for 12 hours in every 24.
Gosh, so you're not going to get that much sleep then?
No. So you're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour's sleep in each kind of break period, because you've obviously got to eat and drink and, do any maintenance that needs doing in that time as well, fill in the ship's log, do any navigation, etc. So it's quite a lot to fit into 2 hours.
Whoa, that is some real pressure on there. Wow. Because if you've done a shift, you sort of come home and you think, oh, I need an hour to sort of just get into that mood, and then I've got to do all these things of writing up the logs and so forth, and then it's like, oh, now it's time to sleep, but no, it's time to get back rowing.
Yeah, exactly that. And and not just getting back rowing, but potentially putting on wet kit and dealing with sores and all those kinds of things. So, the work that we've done with Hayley, as Helen said, has been really, really important, because the mental part of this is probably 80% of the battle. Keeping your body moving is one thing, but your mind, keeping going for that long is another battle in itself.
Gosh.
Wow. And there's still 3 months training to go into that. Helen mentioned the rowing machine. Liz, I imagine that you've all had time on the rowing machine. Have you got a computer that's logged how many kilometers you've done on your machine?
Oh, yeah, but I don't like looking at that because it's long. But what I've tried to do actually is to cover over my screen, actually, because you just become so focused on it. It's more, trying to get the feel of that, like the rhythm, rather than worrying about what the computer is telling me to do. So I tend to not focus on that, but
we won't focus on that. And there's still many more hours to be had in that little seat on your rowing machine. And we've just been hearing there about the shift patterns, about the rowing through the nights, the fact that you're going to be away from families in that festive period. So it only makes sense that you should have a big old gathering to get people together and help send you off on your way. And you've got something coming up in Solva. Who's best to introduce us to this event?
Liz, you go.
I can do that one, yeah. So on the 31st of October, from 7 p.m. onwards, we are asking our nearest and dearest and anyone who's supported us so far, and anyone who wants to continue to support us, to come down and see us off at the ship in Solva. So we've got Honey Fungus are going to be playing there. And we've got our raffle that actually we've been running all summer. The final draw will be on that date as well, and we've got some incredible prizes, a full list of which is on our website. You can head that way. But yeah, we're still selling raffle tickets. So a book is £10, and you get 5 tickets in a book, or you can buy them individually as well for £2.
Amazing. Give us an indication of some of those prizes.
So the top 3 I'll give you. So the top one is a original oil painting by Helen's husband Warren, who is an incredible artist. He's based in Solva as well at Orielvach. Our second prize is a hair and makeup. What do we call it? A makeover. Yeah. with reinvention. So the same person who has kept Helen's red hair absolutely shocking. And Denise's hair nice and smooth, so she can control it over the overall period of time. That's too also shocking. With love, obviously, I say all this with love.
Yeah. Of course.
And then our third prize is a 2-night stay in a lovely holiday cottage in Solva. And yeah, but there are loads more. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's October 31st at the Ship Inn in Solva, where it's from 7 p.m. Anyone who wants to support you to send you off on your way, everyone's more than welcome. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have donation buckets on the door. So if you'd like to make a donation as you come in, that'd be terrific. But yeah, everybody come.
Buy raffle tickets on the door as well, and it's Halloween as well, isn't it? So dress is welcomed.
I'll be dressing it.
Amazing. And Helen, you're doing this to raise awareness and it's a little bit of funds for some charities. It's what kind of got you into it in the first place. Give us a reminder as to who you're doing this for.
Yeah, so a quick reminder, we've all chosen a charity each. So there are some local charities. So I'm supporting Sea Trust Wales, which is a marine conservation charity based in Gooddick. We're also supporting the RNLI for obvious reasons, really important to keep us all safe at sea. We've got the Popham Kidney Support, which is based in Swansea. It does tremendous work for people with kidney disease, etc. And Action for Children as well, who also do brilliant work. So yeah, we're hoping to raise a lot of money for those 4 charities.
Fantastic. And Gina, any more thoughts from you?
Just wishing you the very, very best of luck. And well, with your rowing patterns, I had no idea that you were doing 2 hours on and just 2 hours off. So I thought, you'll do sort of like a 4-hour, 6-hour, and then you'll have a nice few hours kip. But it's not going to be like that. So I'm wishing you the very, very best of luck to you all.
Thank you so much.
If those are interested and they want to follow your journey and want to find out more about you between now and the 12th of December, and even once you're on the water, what's the best way that they can keep in touch with you?
So the best thing to do is to follow our social media. So we're on Facebook and Instagram as Merkin and More 2025. So following that will give you all the information both before we go and also while we're on the water. We'll be sending media back home as well. So the website as well, so www.merkinandmore.wales, that's got all of the information on. And then you can follow us if you download an app onto your phones, which I know you've all got, smartphones, YB trackers, yellow brick trackers. You'll be able to actually follow us as a little dot across the screen for the whole of our journey as well, and see where we're getting to and how long it's taking us. So.
Oh, it's very exciting. I know you've had a few more sponsors join you since you were last on the show with us as well. Do you want to give them a little mention because they missed that last time?
Yes, please. So we've got 2 bronze sponsors. So that's Dale Sailing, have been absolutely terrific in helping us get Cariad in tip-top shape, ready for her to go. And CK Food Stores are our most recent bronze sponsors. So that was quite a fun morning we spent down with in St David's with them. And we've got some smaller, so the 250 club. We've got some more Pembrokeshire businesses getting involved in that. So we've got Cots Equine, and we've got Oriel Vach. So Helen's wonderful husband has been supporting us there. Frenny Transport and Cardigan and Country Windows, along with Newport Boat Club, have been incredibly supportive as well. The Welsh Sea Rowing rather. Have supported us, as have Langham Longboats. And yeah, so it's lovely to have the local connections as well. Pembrokeshire Building and Plumbing Supplies have come on as well as the 250 club members. And we, of course, are totally indebted to Cymru Women's Sport, Global Welsh, and also the Melbourne Port Milford Haven Authority, Port Authority, get it right, who have also supplied us with our Garmin InReach, which is an extra GPS and also messaging and like an extra safety feature and communication link on our boat. So that's incredible. So thank you ever so much to all of them.
It really does. Oh.
It's not too late to join the sponsors, and I'm just thinking I've got to go to Booker's at some point today. get the rest of our snacks that have to be loaded on. 55 days worth of snacks for each of us, quite a lot of calories. So I'm heading to Booker's at some point today. So if they want to join us, they can.
It is the invite right now.
There was one more. We had an oar sponsor as well. So £5,000 came in from Dawson Environmental Services. So thank you ever so much to Dawson.
Incredible. It takes a village to send the Merched de Moor off onto the Atlantic. It's been amazing watching your journey. We've been there since pretty much the very beginning here with Purist Radio, and I cannot believe that you are 3 months away from putting those oars into the water for the first stroke of a month at sea. I cannot wait to see those updates when they're sent back.
Well, I should mention as well, sorry Tom, that that is actually live streamed on YouTube. So if you sign up to the World's Toughest Row YouTube channel, you'll be able to see those first oar strokes live as we row off as well. So from the comfort of your sofa.
The first of 1.5 million oar strokes that we will make.
Yes.
Can I ask, who is on the first shift?
We'll all be rowing out. We'll all be rowing out.
Oh, you'll all be out.
Lash. And we actually caught up with you live. But is it La Gomera, isn't it, that you set off from? If we can, we're going to try and do that again, aren't we, the day before you set sail? So watch this space. We're going to send you off in Purist Radio style. It's Feel Good Friday with SM Bespoke Care, which means that we don't play the music. It's all your music choices. What do you have in mind to help you send you on your way in this last quarter to send you away on the 12th of December?
Well, I hope you've got this, Tom. One of my favourite songs to get me moving and feeling good is Queen's Don't Stop Me Now. And I think that's a good mantra for us as well. 3 months to go. There's no stopping us.
We have that on the way for you next here on Purist Radio. Merched de Moor, Denise, Liz, Helen and Helen, thank you so much for joining us. Off to the gym now, I suppose.
Yeah, to the swimming pool.
Work first.
Thank you so much. Queen, Don't Stop Me Now playing next. If you want to find out more, you can find all the details on social media on their website. We're going to look at some other events at Pembrokeshire Coast National Park. I'm going to remind you of their event in October where you can send them on their way. Bant. It's coming at 25 minutes past 8 o'clock. Thank you so much.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much. Hoyo.
Feel Good Friday with SM Bespoke Care, providing home